Hey everyone, and welcome back to the program. This is Cody from CodyFromATL. This is Cody from CodyFromATL. What is wrong with me? What is wrong with my brain? We have a lot to cover this week, so we're pretty much just going to jump right into it as usual. First up is an update to a previous story I covered about Delaney Hall in New Jersey. There was ICE protests there that were taking place because ICE was abusing the people that they had detained. They were serving them moldy food, and apparently some of the food had worms in it. So, of course, people were protesting outside Delaney Hall. And what do you think they did? What do you think they did to combat this protest, right? Mandatory curfew. Mandatory curfew is in place. 9 p.m. mandatory curfew, mind you. So this is a story from Yahoo by Nicole Arlarcon. Why do I always get the hardest names? Nicole Arlarcon. Protesters clash prompts mandatory curfew at ICE facility in New Jersey. And again, this is an update on a previous story that we covered. There was protests at Delaney Hall because of the mistreatment of the detainees there. The detainees were being served moldy food and food that had worms in it, and their medical needs weren't being taken care of. This is all par for the course with anything to do with ICE. They always abuse the detainees, and the United States has a history of abusing not only detainees but inmates, pretty much anyone at any government facility. Yeah, we don't even treat our veterans well. That's a whole nother topic. So imagine the way that detainees are treated. Confrontations erupted outside the Delaney Hall ICE detention facility on Saturday night as protesters pushed through police barricades. Now, in response, the mayor has announced a curfew for a half-mile radius around Delaney Hall. Wow, interesting. They were very specific about that curfew, weren't they? Very, very, very specific curfew. It only is in place for a half-mile radius, and this basically just gives the local police an excuse to squash these protests. So, this mayor is disgusting for doing this, and they need to be voted out of office. This mayor, Ross Baraka, has got to go. Let's look into this mayor's background a little bit here in a different tab. Oh, they're a member of the Democratic Party, but they are against these ICE protests apparently. They don't seem too sympathetic, at least this mayor in particular. The problem is, and this has been the way it's always been, but the Democratic Party getting things together is like herding cats, which is why I think we need some sort of a socialist movement. We, because the Democratic Party is and always has been a fucking mess. I think it's disgusting that you have a mayor who claims to be a Democrat but is enforcing a half-mile radius curfew just to squash these protesters who are, mind you, protesting non-violently and are protesting for a good reason. Baraka said the curfew will be in effect nightly from 9 p.m. to 6 a.m. So Baraka is basically a bootlicker. He said a warning to leave the area will be issued initially. Any continued non-compliance will result in removal from the area and the issuance of appropriate summonses and or further legal action, Baraka said in a statement. So Baraka is a bootlicker, confirmed police bootlicker. Due to the escalating situation at Delaney Hall and the increasing need for police intervention, immediate action is required to protect public safety and blah, 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 blah. Even though we've seen videos of the protesters, they were literally just putting some little tiny plastic barricades in front of cars, and they're just it's a nonviolent protest. What can I say? It's a nonviolent protest. This is bootlicking behavior from Mayor Baraka. Extremely disappointed.